I hope you're having an amazing day. Whew. Today is definitely up and down, energy wise. I don't know how it is for you. Um, didn't really want to talk about this, but I'm going to. Maybe somebody needs to hear it. Maybe this will help somebody. So, narcissism is very real. If you've ever dealt with a narcissist or the empath narcissist dynamic, which the empath narcissist dynamic is the empath is an emotional, compassionate, heart centered, usually a God or a faith based individual who will open their heart to a narcissist who tends to be more of a negative, void, a taker, a leech, an energy that likes to feed off of the empath. This creates a very toxic dynamic because then you have basically a leech globbing onto you, sucking you dry, making you feel sick, putting you down, bullying you, just all kinds of negative tactics in order to, number one, keep you under control and bound. It's an enslavement dynamic. And number two, to be able to siphon off of you because these types of narcissists must siphon off energy off of empaths in order to maintain, number one, their illusion, because their mask is your energy that makes you believe that they're a good person and they have your back and they're trying to help you, which is not true. It is a mask. It's like love bombing is their big one. Love bombing is their big one, using love as a weapon against you. Well, it's your love that they're taking to make you believe that they love you while they're stabbing you in the back. That's the biggest weapon that I've seen with a narcissist. Now, the key with a narcissist is to understand, if you're the empath in this situation, what level of narcissism are you dealing with? Now, I don't know if there's some like chart out there or something that says, hey, you're dealing with this level, this level, this level. But I have definitely seen different levels of narcissists in my life. For instance, my mother is she's a narcissist. She's a gaslighter. She's a liar. She's a manipulator. I call her a web spinner because she will start shit with one of my sisters and then go to the other one and blame. And then we've got this little battle going on. She likes to maintain control, and her belief system was, well, I'm your mother. I birthed you, therefore I have a right to you and your energy. And it was an umbilical cord attachment that was maintained with me, which I got rid of and severed and healed and all that stuff. I don't think she was more of an entry level. She was probably more of a mid-level because my mom actually she was a witch. She was skilled in energy when I looked into her energy and her greater self. And she knew what she was doing most of the time. She was consciously aware of what she was doing and why. An entry-level narcissist might be maybe my sister. It's all family to me. I've dealt with. My sister would act like she was helping me or had my back, and then she would turn around and then stab me in the back to another family member, and then pretend like it didn't happen, or pull the card of, I know better than you, I am better than you, therefore I can do whatever I want. She was more of an entry-level narcissist, maybe even more just ego-based, because with her, there was love there. There was some semblance of love, and just cutting off communication with her was enough. My mother, it took me a little bit longer because of the energetic ties that we had together that were deep wounds beyond just my physical self. It went into my greater self as well. The highest level of narcissism that I've dealt with and my greater self wanted to deal with, because her thing is that in order to heal or solve or find a solution to something, you have to go to the root cause. You have to find the core belief and find out, where did this start? What was the belief? Why? And then what are we going to do to change it? And I talked about this in a couple other videos, so bear with me if it's a repeat. Before this extreme narcissism, and this extreme narcissism had some core beliefs. One, its narcissist was looking at me, empath. You belong to me. You're my property. I am your God. Therefore, you are mine. You only exist for me. And I will do everything in my power to maintain that control and domination over you, including enslave you, hexes, curses, chains, torture, you name it. Me and my greater self has been through it. Because that energy believes and still believes, and it's absolutely obsessed with my energy. That energy is obsessed with my energy because it knows that it needs my energy in order to exist. Because its whole world is falling apart. Because it doesn't have me to be that foundation anymore. Because it's not faith-based. It's not rooted within self-love. It has self-hate and godlessness. It wants nothing to do with God. It thinks God is a phony, a fake, total atheist. Not that I have anything against atheism, whatever. But it has no devotion, no loyalty, none of that. An empty void in the heart chakra. This individual I was dealing with worked for the US government. He was an assassin. He was skilled in spiritual warfare. He was skilled in mind games. He was skilled in these high-level abilities, manipulations, psychic attacks. And he could manipulate energy in any dimension, in any realm. And he had a hold of me on every level. He was trained specifically by individuals to get to that level, which is a whole nother topic. But I do want to say this. I want to find those people. I'm celebrating today. Because after 4 years, it took me 4 years to break free from that narcissist at every level. The reason why it took me so long is because of the severity of what I was dealing with. Because I knew if I didn't come up with a plan, I would lose my life. So I took the first 2 years to figure out, put money away because he had control and dominate over everything. Then figure out, then I would send, I put a will together. I sent it to some people, said if anything happens to me, he did it. Here's my life insurance policy. Here's my logins and information. I planned everything out for 2 years. And then I packed my car and I left. I left with just a car of stuff and my cat. I had to leave my kids. I lost my house. I lost my money. I lost everything because he wanted to maintain control of everything. But I started my road to freedom. Now, a year later, to date, I came back to the state where we had a home and I came here to sell it. I was going to take the money. We were going to split it. The agreement was I would come here, sell the home, we would split it, and then I would leave, and then we would be done. And I moved back into the house because he was already remarried with other kids. But while I'm in the house, he moves back into the house with me, which was very uncomfortable. And what I didn't realize as I am going, back to my natural empathic, loving self, trying to help him get the house ready and get this thing ended, he had hired an attorney and started garnishing my wages to pay him back child support when we had equal shared custody. And so he was stabbing me in the back while I was helping him. So a year later now, today, I've been patient and I've stuck this thing out. I did not defeat this narcissist face to face, because what I realized with an individual like that is you will never win, and you're only putting your life in danger, because they are willing to do whatever it takes, including end your life. That's why you must get away from them. You have to. You have to physically remove yourself from that energy. Then you have to cut off all communication. Then you have to start to heal. So the way that I defeated this particular narcissist, and you out there that are dealing with narcissists who are skilled in energy realms beyond just the physical. What do you mean by that? Do they come in your dreams? In your dream states? Are you having conversations? Are they interrupting your dream? Are you being attacked while you're sleeping? Then you are dealing with people who have the ability to attack outside of the physical realm. They're in the spiritual realm. It's a positive and a negative. Number one, you're upping your game, because now they realize, shit, this person is elevating outside of the scope that we need them to be in. So now we've got to attack them to try to keep them down, to keep them back into the matrix. So you're going to have to ramp up your abilities and start learning how to defend, and or not even defend. I don't defend myself anymore. I go on the freaking offense. I am not afraid to kick and whoop some ass in any dimension if it means protecting my sovereignty, my freedom, my sense of self. Absolutely. If it's me versus the narcissist, I win every freaking time. There is no kumbaya. There is no loving these individuals. Not someone that's a void. There is no compromise with these narcissists, because they are dead set on they are right. They know everything. And they're the ones that are your God. Those are the worst narcissists of them all. The worst. Teal Swan is another one. Very dangerous woman. And the damage that she is doing to people, I have seen firsthand with some of these individuals who are still suffering. She's supposed to be ending suffering, but they are still suffering after they have left her inner circle because of the manipulation tactics. That's a sidebar. The thing is that you have to first understand what level of narcissism you're working with, okay? What level? And then you must get away from them. Then the real way that you win this game with them is in the energy realm. How do you do that? It's in your meditation, and it's going into the mind. It's going into the mind, and there is a difference between mind chatter. Mind chatter is, oh, I forgot to change the filter in the furnace. Oh, I need to go shopping. Kids need to go here. Oh, I forgot to do that. That's mind chatter. That means you don't have control over your conscious mind yet. You got to get the mind chatter out of the way. The ways that I did that was it was meditations. It was guided meditations in the beginning, and now I don't have mind chatter. But I could put that mind chatter aside if I need to create a clear channel, so I get direct connection, direct communication. And every moment I'm in my subconscious mind and in control of that, and I'm getting direct communication that I need on anything and everything. So I go into meditation and I deal with that energy, whatever is needed to deal with it in the moment. And this has been difficult. I am not going to lie. This has not been fun task. I have learned so many different techniques. I've had to mirror this energy. I've had to attack this energy. I've had to dismantle this energy. I've had to do so many different things to this energy to get it to dissipate, to get it away from me. And even at the end, I could still feel it clinging on to me for dear life. Like, imagine yourself holding on to, I don't know, a bar, and you're going to fall into the abyss. This is how clingy this energy was to me. It refused to let me go. Refused. Because it didn't want to die. But it was killing me. And the way that the narcissist thinks, feels, does, lives is not my problem. He is not my problem. She is not my problem. They are not your problem. If you allow them to hold on to you and cling on to you, you are going to stay stuck in their low vibration. You're going to stay stuck in that dynamic. I said, God, you need to get in here and you need to get this energy off of me. It was like a fly to fly paper because it was so clingy. And finally, it just let go and I was done with it. It's over. Today, this morning, we were supposed to go to court for custody and money and other things. And I held out to the last minute because I knew I was right as far as my information, the truth. He is a liar, a pathological liar. And I knew if I went into court that I would be able to prove everything and I would get everything. That, and my kids would testify as well because of the abuse that he put us through and the PTSD that we all suffered from him. We didn't even go to court because he decided to cave finally, because he knew if he went to court that it would not end well for him. And the truth of who he was would be shown to everybody. I had finally won. I got everything that I asked for, minus a couple little things, but I was willing to negotiate. And it's over. Hence while I'm drinking a little bit of wine. Now that it's over, this is where you have to really practice discernment. Now that it's over, everything's cool. I got everything that I wanted. I'm out of here. I'm going to get as far away as possible from him, and he will never know where I live. He will never know anything about me. But he's trying to weasel his way back in. And he's trying to play on my heartstrings with little tactics. And I've been down this road with him before, and you've probably been down this road before as well. Oh, my mom's in the hospital. Can you please have the kids reach out to her? This person says hi. Oh, thanks for your help. Now the niceties come out. Nope. That is a rope to try to get you to come back in. That individual will never have a place in my life ever again. Ever. I've learned what I need to learn. I appreciate everything. But I know I can still see the energy. I can feel the energy. I was feeling it all night last night. It's not good for me. He is not evolved. He is not healed. He's still in that energy, that narcissistic energy. And he's got a long way to go. Do not let these energies back in. Or if you do, understand you are going right back into the cycle. So, anyway, I hope your day was amazing. I am super grateful. It's been an up and down day. The beautiful thing is now that this narcissistic energy, excuse me, has been pulled off of me and out of me, because this is toxicity. This, to me, what I was shown is the virus in the system. It's the toxicity. And when I was working on getting this energy out of me, because these energies, these narcissistic energies, they attack you as an empath. They attack you, they create a wound within you. That's how they infiltrate, and then they start dumping their toxic energy into you. Then what that does is that creates toxicity within you. So not only are you battling this energy outside of you, now you're starting to battle and question yourself. So now you've got a dual battle, because now you're like, what's wrong with me? What did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. It was them. Don't get hooked on that. So once you get them away from you, then you start clearing all this energy out of yourself and making your vessel clear again, and start reconnecting back to your greater self and back into source. You'll start to get into that radical self-love. That's an in-love energy. In love. When you are absolutely 100% in love with yourself, and I mean really in love, like you date yourself, it's that in love, then that will open the door for a different energy to come in and fill. But you don't need, actually at that point, you don't need to be filled, because you're already full and within yourself. And then any energy that vibrates with you is now going to have the ability to share it with you. But my point is that you have to get rid of this narcissistic energy that's outside of you, and that then was put inside of you. And once you clear all of that out, then you connect back up and heal. So anyway, I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.